Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Guess what I'm up to today? I'm up to this. I am making a pillowcase doll. And I've had this kit for about 12 years. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to make some pillowcase dolls. I've got a baby shower coming up. My good friend is having a granddaughter that's due in May. So I thought this would make a beautiful baby shower gift. So I'm going to make a pillowcase doll for that. And then I've got a granddaughter. And then I have 3 little nieces. So I have a total of 5 pillowcase dolls I'm going to do. So I said I need to get started on these. So I thought, well, I'll just bring you guys along for the ride. So what I've done, this comes as a complete kit. It's got the body, the dress, everything in here. All you need to do is do the embroidery thread, buy it, and get the stuffing for it. But everything else is in here to make this pillowcase doll. I didn't care for the fabric that they use. It's really, really thin. So what I did, I just cut it up. It's all pre-printed. As you can see right here, it's all pre-printed. And I just cut their pattern out. And I'm going to use this as for my pattern. And I went and bought me some Kona, K-O-N-A, cotton, 100% cotton fabric from Joann's. They had some white, and I wanted white. I wanted it all to be white. So I went and bought some fabric, and that's what I'm going to use to make my doll and the dress and the bonnet. So completely make the doll with that. So anyway, so this is how it looks. I've got the little doll cut out. This is the pattern. And actually, this is the doll, and I'm going to use this as a pattern. And I've already got her stuff. I've got her sewn together and used stuffing to stuff her. Boy, was this a job, I'm telling you. And then I put some stitching right here so her legs will bend. That's what the instructions said to do. So I'm trying to follow the instructions as close as I can to make her. And now what I want to show y'all, what I'm working on, is this part of the dress. I don't want to do, let me get this doll out of the way. Let me put this over here. Can you see it? This is what's on the fabric itself. And I decided I wanted to make my own pattern. So that's what I'm doing. Let me put this aside. I'm making my own pattern. So I've got this. And I've got this cute little guy, which I want to put on the front of the dress. And I've already drawn it on my Kona fabric. I've got it already cut out. And I've got it drawn on it right in the center, just like they've got this little girl in the center right here. I've done the same way. I've done it in the center towards the bottom of the skirt or the bottom of the dress. And I'm working on this right now too. I'm drawing this on. And I think I'm going to do the hearts on either side. One heart on one side of the cat and another heart on the other side. I think that'll be so cute. So I'm going to turn on let me show you what I use. I use this little light tracer. It's a LED light box by Autocraft. I love it. I love it. Whoa, that's bright. If you don't have one of these, you can always put it up to the window and do it. So what I'm doing is, this is not long enough, so I'm just making sure it's straight and just connecting them like that, drawing them out. Now I still got to do this over here because I want it to go all the way to the back of the dress too, not only on the front. Do I want embroidery? I want it on the back too. I thought it'd be so pretty. It'd be so pretty. So I need to make sure it's kind of straight here so it's not crooked. And I got this hand embroidery pattern. Actually, it's a border. I got it from French Knots. They're a website that has a lot of patterns that you can go out there and download for free. So a shout out to French Knots for this, because that's where I get a lot of my patterns from. So what I'm going to do, kind of line that up, and I'm going to finish drawing out my border here. And I'm using a friction clickable pen, and it's heat sensitive, so once I get it all sewn on here, I'll just press it with an iron or with a hair dryer. Hair dryer will work too. Anything that's got heat, it's going to make the ink disappear. But make sure you got it all embroidered on before you do that. So anyway, and I think I'm going to use like pink, pale yellow, maybe a little bit of blue, maybe some ivory to embroidery these flowers with, and of course a little bit of green for the leaves. I think it'd be so pretty. I want to keep it real light, the colors. Pastel. I love pastels anyway. So, and I'll be doing the daisy stitch, French knots. Actually, the whole border here is just daisy stitch, French knots, maybe stem stitch. So it's not going to be that hard to do, for sure. Line this back up right here so I can continue on with my border. This is going to be so pretty when I get it done. This will be my first pillowcase doll ever to make. And they've been around a long time. I had a friend, I was telling her I was going to make a pillowcase doll, and she said, I've never heard of a pillowcase doll. And I went, well, I'm from the South, and I remember there was pillowcase dolls, and they were being made way before my time. I think they go back to the late 1800s is when the first pillowcase doll was made. But they used to be made just from pillowcases, just the standard size pillowcases. And you just get the pillowcase, and you would use that pillowcase to make the doll. It would be the dress, the body, and the everything you needed for that doll was out of one pillowcase. But now you just go buy the fabric and do the same thing, but not use a pillowcase. And I guess you could do them any color you wanted to, but back then when they started making them, white was pretty basic color they had. You know, everyone used white. So, and I still like using white. Okay, I'm almost done with this border. Just a few more and I'll be to the, this is where the seam's going to go up the back. So, but I do want it to go all the way around to the back. Although the original pattern doesn't have, it just has an embroidery in the front, but I want mine to have it all the way around to the back. So it's going to take me some time to get this all sewn up by hand. It's a lot of hand embroidery, but it's going to be so beautiful. I can't wait to get started on it. Okay, I'm almost there. Let me know if you guys have ever made a pillowcase doll. Okay, there it is. It's all sewn on there, or drawn on there. Not sewn on there yet. Soon though. Then I've got my little cat in the middle right there. So now I'm going to draw this heart. And I think I got this from French Knots too, their website. I'll try to list it below where you can go get some of these embroidery patterns for free. I've got 2 big boxes full, well, not 2 big boxes, 2 big notebooks full of patterns that are vintage. So here's my cat. Let me see, I want that right beside him. Like that, maybe. Kind of eyeballing it here. I think that'll work. Maybe I should make it a little, just a tap closer. Let me get the drawing on this one. This is all daisy stitches too with French knots. This is not a hard stitch. That's why I'm doing it. And it also needs to lay flat. You know, some of the embroidery stitches you use, if they're not laying flat, they can come unravel, especially if a kid is playing with it. And you don't want that. You want everything to be flat when you embroidery on these dolls, unless it's just for show and you're just going to have it up on the shelf and no one's never going to play with it or touch it or carry it around. You can do all kind of stitches on it, but some of the stitches will come unravel if you pull on them. So just keep that in mind if you do one. Okay, well, I'm going to finish drawing this up and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got it all drawn. Let me turn off this light so it's not so blinding. Here we go, so you guys can see it. So there's one heart on that side with the border. Then the kitty cat in the center. And then the other heart on the other side. I think that's going to be darling. What do you think? Oh my gosh, that's going to be so cute. I'm thinking about these colors right here to use. I love these colors. This is like 963. It's pale pink. And then we have a little bit of a darker pink here. And then we have a darker pink. This is actually like a rose. I'm not sure I want to use that or not. Then I've got the yellow. I've got 2 shades. No, it's the same one. I've got 2 skeins of yellow. And I've got some light purple I can put in there. Maybe some blue, a little bit of blue. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do the cat though, the little kitty cat. Maybe a gray, a light gray for the cat. I don't want to do a brown. I'll have to think about it. And I don't want it to be orange. This will be the green I'll probably use for the leaves. So, but I got to figure out what color I'm going to do that cat. Have to think about it. So that's what I'm up to. I may do the top part of her dress too. I haven't got this cut out yet, the top part, but I may do some embroidery around, just a little border around the collar and around the sleeve. Probably the same, what I've done right here along the sleeve at her wrist and along her collar. around her neckline. Let me do that. So, okay, well, thank you guys for joining me today. I'll go get to sewing on this, and I'll do another video once I get it done so you guys can see what I've how it looks. Hopefully it turns out okay. I think it's going to be darling though. All right, well, thank you so much, and y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye now.